What's going on, church family? We are so excited to see you for this last Sunday of the year. Can you believe it's the last Sunday of the year?
Yeah.
She can. It's been a crazy year, y'all. I can't even believe it. We've been here for almost a year now, and it's been fun. It's been fast. It's been furious. But we're so excited to get this opportunity to come together as a church in this way.
That's right. We hope you had a very Merry Christmas with your family, with your friends. We hope you got to enjoy some time together, and we hope that you're resting and relaxing, hopefully at home in your PJs, watching the race.
With the coffee. Come on, somebody.
All the good things.
Yeah.
And so, honestly, we take this Sunday every single year. It's kind of a tradition that we do here at Lifepoint, just to give that rest and give that honor to our amazing dream team who has served.
Shout out Dream Team.
So faithfully, has been so generous with their time, with their gifts and their talents. And so this is our way of taking a Sunday just to honor them and to give that rest to us
setup.
Corporately.
No setup.
No setup.
They're not staying all day.
No.
You know, all the things. Shout out to the setup team. I know y'all really excited right now. Come on, somebody. Production, all of y'all, everybody, kids playing, every single one of y'all. We love y'all so much, and we're grateful to have this time together. And here's what we're going to do is we're going to take a moment to go down memory lane, if you will, talk about all the things that have led us up to this point. But before we do, we thought it might be special that although we're not together physically, we still come together for a time of worship. And so we're going to sing a song together that is really near and dear to our heart, that really illuminates the vision of who our church is. It's called Alive Again, and it was recorded back at our church in Virginia, our global church. And so here's what I want you to do is I want you to just sit around. I want you to turn it up. I want you to get everybody around the TV screen, and let's sing out this song together as we worship together.
Giving you space, come and fill the distance, seeking your face, longing for your presence. I've seen you move, still there's more of you. So come have your way, as it is in heaven, whatever it takes. It's not an interruption for you to move. Lord, I give you room. Spirit deep in my soul, you are the river that's never dry. Spirit, breathe on these bones. You are the word that we prophesy. So come alive, come alive, come alive again. Come alive, come alive, come alive again. Come alive, come alive, come alive again. You are the life that we prophesy. Whisper or shout, it really doesn't matter. It just takes a sound, and death becomes a shadow when we proclaim Jesus, your great name. Let the church proclaim Jesus, your great name. Spirit deep in my soul, you are the river that's never dry. Spirit, breathe on these bones. You are the word that we prophesy. As your army rises up, fire will fall and burn down the walls. Jesus, let your kingdom come, and bondage will break, prisons will shake. As your army rises up, and fire will fall and burn down the walls. Jesus, let your kingdom come, and bondage will break, prisons will shake. As your army rises up, fire will fall and burn down the walls. Jesus, let your kingdom come, bondage will break, prisons will shake. As your army rises up, fire will fall and burn down the walls. Jesus, let your kingdom come. Spirit deep in my soul, you are the river that's never dry. Spirit, breathe on these bones. You are the word that we prophesy. Spirit deep in my soul, you are the river that's never dry. Spirit, breathe on these bones. You are the word that we prophesy. So come alive, come alive, come alive again. Come alive, come alive, come alive again. Come alive, come alive, come alive again. You are the life that we prophesy. Come alive, come alive, come alive again. Come alive, come alive, come alive again. Come alive, come alive again. You are the life that we prophesy. So come alive, come alive, come alive again. Come alive, yeah. So come alive, come alive, come alive again. You are the life that we prophesy. So come alive, come alive, come alive again. Come alive, come alive. Come alive, yeah. And bondage will break, prisons will shake. As your army rises up, fire will fall and burn down the walls. Jesus, let your kingdom come, bondage will break, prisons will shake. As your army rises up, fire will fall, burn down the walls. So come alive, come alive, come alive again. Come alive, come alive. So come alive. So come alive, come alive. You are the life that we prophesy. Spirit deep in my soul, you are the river that's never dry. Breathe on these bones. You are the word that we prophesy. So come alive, come alive.
Man, I love that song. It truly is one of my most favorite songs. It's near and dear to our heart. I remember exactly where we were the first time we heard it. And also that song is near and dear to our heart because it was actually recorded at the campus that we led in Virginia. And so it really ties into who God is and what he wants to do in your life. But also, we already had the vision of bringing life in a valley to Phoenix. And so when that song came out, we were just like, oh my goodness, this really tells of what God wants to do and what he has called us to do here in the city of Phoenix. And that dream and that vision, it came to reality and really started about a year ago.
That's right. About a year ago, the four of us climbed into our car and started cross country, headed to Phoenix, just believing and expectant for what God was going to do. And he's done exceedingly and abundantly, just like his word promises. And, we were on our way, got settled here, got our kids into school, all of the things. And then we just started meeting people. I remember just coffee after coffee after coffee. And I remember...
Some of you, they watching.
Literally, I remember where I met each one of you. And along the way and along the journey, and just spent January and February really just getting to know the city and getting to know people and just spending a lot of one-on-one time with people, which was a really special season.
It really was. Having the conversations and meeting the people at that time. And now we've moved into March and it's like, all right, it's go time. And we began to have some of our first official interest parties where we got to meet some people, and it was so cool to open up our doors and have that and see all these people that we've never met before, hearing how they heard about us and how they came to know about Lifepoint Church. And then we also, in that month, we had our first service, if you will. And we did a Good Friday service, and y'all, that was such a special time. It was in the backyard of the Quines. Shout out to that amazing family. And we had open air worship, and I shared a message about what Good Friday is all about. And it was so special. And what made it the most special is at the end, and it was really unplanned, I gave a salvation call in that moment. And we had our first salvation right there in that backyard. Come on, somebody. And it was such a special time as we just continue to build and continue to do what God's called us to do. And I think it was in that moment we were like, man, God is really about to do something special right here.
Yeah, that's right. We continued through the spring with our interest parties. Again, just getting to open the doors, places. We were at the Goodyear Rec Center. We were at the Avondale.
We were all over town.
Rec Center. Yeah, anywhere we could find a space and setting up environments for people to come experience exactly what our vision would be. That it would be a place of excellence, that it would be welcomed, that it would feel warm and inviting, but also that the Spirit of God would be there. And just getting to give people that little bit of taste and just stand around and hear people's stories. And like I said, I remember when I see faces of many of you, I'm like, I remember the first time I met you, we were standing at the Goodyear Rec Center. We were here. There's always these memories attached to where we were and who we met and really when everything changed and when, our lives kind of collided with each and every person and each and every family. And so that season was so special as we added people to the team. As it was 20 and 30 and then 40 and 60 and then, leading all the way up through that season into then the summertime, we got to eventually get to, I think it was around 80 people as we headed into the summer.
So the summer was a really incredible time. It's what we started to call the launch season. And here's what we learned about the summer though. Number one, y'all, it's hot here. Listen, I ain't gonna even play. Turns out y'all were right. It was hot in June. It was hot in July. It was hotter in August and September. I didn't know what happened. It was crazy. But even in all the midst of that, it was an incredible season for our launch team because we started to shift into this season where every single Sunday morning we were meeting and gathering. And we called them team meetings. And we had worship, we had prayer, we had church, everybody.
That's right.
Some of y'all thought we started later in the year. We had church before church for our launch team. And what we got to do was equip them, train them, and get them ready spiritually, mentally, emotionally to start this church together. And it became such a special time. And also in that summer, we got to do an amazing outreach initiative that we call For the Valley. It was so incredible. One of my favorite things was seeing all the pictures posted of us in our orange shirts all over town, making an impact in our community. And what are some of the things that we got to do?
We got to connect with our first responders. We went to police departments, dropping off goodies today, just showing them love. Fire stations. We, of course, got to love on Millennium High School. We did a courtyard project with them. We got their parking spaces ready for their seniors. We cleaned up the auditorium. We did a variety of other things around the community and have continued to do that throughout the year as well. So we just love being a part, but that one is
incredible.
Always memorable.
Absolutely. And that led us right into the most monumental moment of it all. And that was Launch Sunday, everybody.
That's right, September 8th.
Yes.
It was so good. We had an amazing time. We had 2 services. We packed it out. People showed up to support from a variety of places. It was so good to see a bunch of faces, both old and new, getting to meet people, hear their stories. And most importantly, though, we got to really bring to life this where the lost will be found and the found will be free. We got to invite the presence of Jesus into Millennium publicly for the very first time. And we'll never forget it. It was so holy, so special. And it was just such a great time.
It was a dream come true for us as well. You know, as we've maybe heard us say this before, this is a 5-year dream where the Lord put this vision on our heart, and to be standing in that moment. I know I cried. I know you cried. Multiple people cried. It was a surreal moment seeing our people that moved with us across the country and seeing people who jumped in right away from here. So many sacrifices to see all that God did in that place. The most special thing about that day is on that day, 30 people placed their faith in Jesus. And it was just simply incredible day. And since then, now fast forward to what everything has happened. Some of you have come along the journey. You know, we met you a few weeks ago or a couple of months ago. You saw our ads or anything like that. And God has done some really cool things. I just want to share some of those with you. We've had over 20 baptisms at our church, which is so amazing. I think those are my favorite pictures that we have, is seeing people celebrating, crying, cheering, the water flying everywhere, because it's such a memorable moment for people in their life. We've had over 100 people in small groups that just ended in this semester. Shout out to our small groups. Incredible time seeing them like love on each other and connect and take
honest,
care. Come
vulnerable.
on, take care of each other, meet each other's needs. It was a beautiful time.
Together.
But probably the most important thing that we could share of what God has done in this short little time that we've been in church is I'm happily to announce that we have had over 250 salvations at our church. Come on, somebody. We just had Christmas service. It was just incredible what God has done. And I don't ever want us to take it for granted. And the phrase that comes to my heart is, look at what the Lord has done, everybody. Look at what God has done with so many people's yes and sacrifice, and so many people opening up their heart. Many of you watching that maybe were out of church for a while and you came back into church. Many of you said, I'll never go to a church again. And now you're here and God has done some incredible things in your life. And we just want to let you know that this is only the beginning. It's only the beginning of what God has done. God has already given us so much vision for this next year in 2025. We just believe that this will be the year of breakthrough. The year of breakthrough for your marriages that you've been struggling in for many, many years. The year of breakthrough in your financial situation. The year of breakthrough in your health. The year of breakthrough. We're believing that that is what God is going to do in so many of your lives. And so here's what I want to encourage you, is the way that you start a thing is so important. And so I want you to know, if it's going to be the year of breakthrough, probably the most important thing that you can do is to start it in the house of God. We're going to be starting church back up. This time of rest was great.
So good.
It was fun. Listen, we really enjoyed it. But there's nothing like being together as a body of Christ. And guess what? We get the opportunity to come back together this Sunday, January 5th, 10 a.m. It's going to be incredible.
Yes, we'll be right back at Millennium High School to kick off the year together. We're going to worship together. We're going to celebrate the new year together. And there's going to be some fun extra things.
Tell them about the fun things. I love the fun extra things.
We are going to have Chook's Cookie Trailer giving out free cookies after service.
Listen, hold on. We can't just pass by that. If y'all don't know that, listen.
If you don't know Chook's.
If you don't know Chook's, you need to know Chook's.
You got to know Chook's.
Come on, somebody.
Put that on the t-shirt. Okay, if you don't know Chook's. It's a cookie place downtown, and they really are so phenomenal. And so I know it's a new year. We might be having some goals and things like that. So if you do, stay away from the cookie trailer.
No, just started on January 6th.
That's crazy. But Chuke's trailer is coming, giving out free cookies after service. You have to try them. They're so delicious. And we're having a new merch drop.
Merch drop. Let's go. Hey.
I know so many of you have been asking. I mean, it's like every Sunday. So many of you have been asking, "Is the new merch? When are we doing merch again? Are we getting new merch?" Yes, it's coming.
Yes.
We want to get you all outfitted in your Lifepoint gear.
Yeah.
So January 5th, we're going to have it ready for you.
It's going to be an incredible time. You are not going to want to miss it. But before we go, we just want to tell you from the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much. Thank you for making church priority. Thank you for being a part of this dream and this vision for what God has done to every single dream teamer. Thank you.
Yes.
We could not have done this without you. To every person who's partnered with us financially, thank you. We could not have done this without you.
That's right.
And I'm telling you that we believe that God is about to do even greater things in this new year. So I hope you are excited. I hope that you are charged up. I hope that you are full of faith, believing that God is about to do something incredible in not just our church, but in your life this next year. So we cannot wait to see you back in the building next Sunday, 10 a.m., Millennium High School. It is going to be a phenomenal time. We love you. You guys have a great rest of your day.
See you there.